Hello everybody, I hope you're having a boss day wherever you are. Today I am in Hanoi in Vietnam, and this morning I've trained, for the first time I've trained Jiu-Jitsu in Vietnam at a gym called Raijin BJJ Hanoi. This vlog is the first of a series of every time I go and train martial arts in a gym. I'm going to try and do a little mini vlog series showing the gym, what it's about, what the message is, speaking with the coach, little interview, and obviously some clips of sparring and drills in the gym. So this is the first of a little jiu-jitsu series. I hope you enjoy it. Let's go.
So this gym is based in Hanoi and the name of it is Raijin BJJ. I came down after giving them a message on Instagram and I spoke to the coach before to make sure that I was allowed. It was 200k dong for entrance, which works out around £5 to £5.50, and it was absolutely worth the trip. I'm made up that I managed to get myself into a jiu-jitsu class because it's been a while since I've trained. This is the first time that I've trained in Vietnam. I was happy to get some good rounds in. There were some really big lads in there and I was absolutely blown away at the fact that when I walked in there was someone bigger than me and they were bigger by a significant amount. He was 6'9" I think, and his name was Declan from South Africa. I had a solid few rounds with this lad as well. He was a big dude. He had me in a nice little footlock, but I managed to get out of there by locking the legs and came up on top. After being held there for about a minute or so, I managed to pin the leg down and knee slice across. I managed to get him in a head and arm choke position, but I couldn't finish it. This guy was built. So instead, I used a little bit of a Kimura, stepped over for a triangle, and used this to then take the back, a classic Hodge move. From the back, I managed to switch to a little arm bar. It was stuck again because he was huge, so I changed the grip and managed to get the finish. Thank you for the roll, big man. Next I had a roll with one of the girls out of the gym. She was only small, she was a purple belt, and she asked me for a roll. I'll never say no to anybody. Sometimes I find it difficult being nearly 100 kg. I'm actually a lot less now, I'm 88 kg because I'm on the Asia diet, strictly on noodles and one meal a day. It's sometimes hard to roll against people half your size and trying to not use your weight. I'm always worried about hurting somebody, so as you can see I'm trying my best to engage whilst also not being a clumsy, dopey white belt, purple belt I mean. We managed to have a good little roll. We had a bit of a move about. I tried to let her work as best as I could, and I managed to get on top because I was getting sick of her taking me back. Here he is, the big man. I can't believe that there was someone bigger than me, and I'm glad for the roll. Thank you very much, brother. This guy is an MMA fighter and he's trying to work on his jiu-jitsu, so he was very strong. I managed to take his back here, get the hooks in, flip them over, put a bit of a squeeze on, but I don't think I could finish this. Another Hodgie special, trying to absolutely rip on the body triangle. It's not nice. Wasn't having much joy with the triangle, so I ended up trying to trap an arm, managed to, and got the finish with the one arm finish. I think this was the last round of the day and there was about a minute or so left on the clock, so we tried to put it in and leave it all on the mats. Managed to chop the leg and get a nice little sweep and come up on top, which was difficult because this guy was massive and super strong. And then managed to get the classic Hodge favourite, the step over, push down triangle, I don't know what you want to call it, the mounted triangle. Flip over to the side, grab the head and squeeze. Final 30-second round, managed to get a little guillotine, sit back and get the finish. Wow, I was absolutely gassed at this point. It is crazy how quick you lose your fitness in jiu-jitsu. Not trained for 6 weeks and yeah, the fitness was a struggle. That was the biggest challenge for me. But overall, a really good training session. Always glad to get some time on the mat, and thank you for having me, boys.
Oh, I'm here in Hanoi and we're only here for 2 days. I've been desperate to train jiu-jitsu for a long time. I am a purple belt from Liverpool in England and I've been backpacking around Vietnam for the last 6 weeks. Today is the first time I've managed to train jiu-jitsu, so I'm here in Hanoi at Raijin Jiu-Jitsu with my new friend Zung, and I just had a couple of questions because I think it's really important, one, to show how amazing a sport jiu-jitsu is, because in a very quick summary, I've just come here, I don't know anybody, and straight away I've come away and I feel very comfortable. I've made some new friends, I've got some contacts, and I've had an amazing session. I feel so much better already. So 2 questions for Zung. Firstly, introduce the gym to anyone listening. Where are you in Hanoi?
Hi everyone, I'm Zung from Raijin. Today the Raijin is established in late 2022 by the black belt Edward Winter from Georgia, America. But in 2024 he moved back to the state, so we moved the gym back to me and a couple of my friends. So the main objective of the gym is just have fun. That's it. Yeah,
Nice.
just have fun with jiu-jitsu. That's it.
Nice.
No bad pressure. We don't train professional here. Just have fun.
Nice. I think that's a great way to be as well. Like, there are gyms out there, if you're trying to be a pro MMA fighter, professional jiu-jitsu fighter, there are so many gyms for that. But I love coming to the gym where it's a relaxed atmosphere, and it's definitely like that here. So my second question is, what is the main thing that jiu-jitsu has done for you as a person? We're a bit closer.
That's a deep question, I think. So, for me, as a person, it's make me calmer, I guess. Most of the time, like when we under pressure, most of us, the first reaction we freak out, like under any kind of pressure. But if you do jiu-jitsu long enough, you just say, it's another day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
It helps you manage your emotions in the day.
Exactly.
Yeah, nice.
If you train with me long enough, when a very big guy on top of my head, I usually smile. That's just natural reaction.
Yeah. When you first start, it's definitely not like that.
Oh no! I got like moved around by a bunch of people even smaller than me.
Yeah.
So,
It's very humbling.
Yes, embarrassing at first. Actually.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
Nice. I think that's like the ego as well. Like most people, it's very, very normal. Like someone who comes to the jiu-jitsu mat, 99% of the time you're going to get folded by, and that's not in like everyone's trying to kill you way. It's just they're better than you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
But I think having your ego destroyed
Yes.
is like the best thing that can happen for you. Because
Exactly.
I don't know about you, but for me, like I'm a big guy, and I always thought when I was a kid, no one's gonna hurt me, you know, I'll be fine. And then you go to jiu-jitsu, you get battered by some 5'2" guy,
Yeah.
and then you're like, wow, this world is scary, man. So that's the biggest thing for you, just the control of emotions and the humbling.
Oh yeah, and definitely when the longer you train, the more friends you make
Nice.
along the ways. And I think jiu-jitsu is one of the unique sport when you can spar, you can train really, really hard, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you don't really hurt your training partner.
Yeah.
And it's very comfortable when you train hard and then be friends and go grab a drink later.
Nice.
It's hard to do that when you got punch each other in the face.
Exactly, yeah. So that leads on to the next question. My last question for you is, what would your advice be to anyone who's maybe thinking about starting martial arts, but they're either maybe a little bit scared, a little bit worried? What would your advice be?
Ooh. For me, I think the first thing you have to do is just walk into the gym and ask questions. If you're nervous about anything, just look at the instructor in the gym, just asking questions. Well, what should I do? Today my first day, second day, third day? Well, what should I do now? I think any martial art instructor in the world will happily guide you through your first period of the training.
Nice. Okay. So the advice is, get yourself into a gym, get started, and you can't go far wrong. So thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So Raijin Gym in Hanoi. If you're looking for a gym in Hanoi, get yourself here. Take it easy. Us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.